This is being hosted by the Robbie's Racing community. We're expecting some fantastic action here in this one. We've got the pole sitter Bruce Law starting at the front. Alongside him, we've got NRP with Thorsten Schmidt and Maxwell right behind these guys on the second row. We're about to go lights out here for our GT3 sprint race here at Imola. And we are underway. Looks like a fantastic start on the right hand side there from Nicky. He's made up place already. He's all up and into the lead. Bruce Law slots in second place. We've got Max coming in. Oh, Thorsten Schmidt's going to go right on the outside of Bruce Law into turn one. Can he make the move stick? Yes, he can. Thorsten Schmidt up into second place. Bruce Law third. Then we've got Max Law, then Matt Doves, Hilatsa, BMX Rider, Pipe, Seb, Zibby Remain, DJ Full in the background there. We've got Pit Lane Jamie and Val. Val is Valex Resch. And C57 at the back. Looks like these guys are going to go wheel to wheel through the turn three. And we've got a spinner. We've got a spinner in the background. That's Maxwell's. Maxwell spun at turn three. So yellow flags through there, although everyone seems to have gone past him. We're hearing reports of a little bit of lag here going on. But it's clear at the front. NRP has the lead. And it looks like he's clear away. We've got Bruce Law coming under pressure. He's got back past Thorsten Schmidt in all of that. So Bruce Law back up into P2. Hilatsa in the background coming over the crest there with Matt Darves not too far behind him. Seb has made up for some fantastic ground on this first lap so far. He's up to P6. Pipe 7th just behind him. He's going to come under some pressure now from Zippy Ramon. You can see on the timing screen Zippy Ramon very close, but he's got a little bit wide there. That will compromise his exit and maybe stop him from taking that place. DJ Phil's up into 9th, and it seems like Valex has had a moment there. He's dropped down to P11. Pit Lane Jamie will benefit from that. Pit Lane Jamie's up into P11. Well, having said that, he's now dropping back again. And we're going to go wheel to wheel into the chicane. Oh my goodness. And Valex is taken out there. Valex and Pit Lane Jamie there colliding at the chicane. And it looks like Maxor, it was Maxor that collided with Valex there. Pit Lane Jamie's right behind Maxor now. We've got C57 also trying to get involved in this action. Bruce Law is closing in on our leader, Nicky, at the front. The gap was 1.5 seconds this now, just under a second. So Bruce Law's absolutely floored it in the second half of that lap, and that straight line speed in the Audi definitely not looking very good at the moment. That I think it's the Bentley, is it? Think of Bruce Law there in second, definitely closing in. Having said that, he's had a little bit of a wobble coming through the first sector there. The Porsche of Thorsten Schmidt in third place going well. What's happened at the back here? And Seb's had a bit of a moment, and it looks like he's going to be dropping back into the clutches here of Matt Darves in P5. We're going to stay with our battle here for P2. Bruce Law has got his mirrors full of Thorsten Schmidt. Thorsten Schmidt obviously lost the place to Bruce Law on the first lap, and will be looking to get that back as soon as he can. These guys seem to be closing in on NRP in the last sector, but it's in the first and the middle where Nicky is absolutely leaving them for dead. We're going to stay with these guys. So Nicky leads, Bruce Law second, Thorsten Schmidt third. We're on lap 2 here at Imola. We're 3 minutes into our 15-minute sprint here. Some excellent action so far in this race. Zippy Ramon seems to be coming under some pressure now from Pipe in 7th, but we're going to stay with these guys as they come into this tricky braking area. And it looks like we're, as you were, Bruce Law holding on from Thorsten Schmidt at the moment. They're within just over a second behind our leader. And Hilatsa, we haven't really talked about him, but Hilatsa's doing a good job here in 4th place actually, tracking these guys, not really letting them get away, and he's actually maintaining that gap, so let's keep an eye on Hilatsa. Oh, Thorsten Schmidt's up into P2. Bruce Law's gone off at the last turn. Bruce Law in the wars there at the final hairpin. That's going to lose him bags of time, heats the positions. But what's happened here? It looks like Bruce Law, oh, he's losing so much time. But at the moment it's Hilatsa who now inherits second place in that Ferrari. Oh, a little bit. No, he's pretty good on that corner actually. So he's got the second place at the moment. But Thorsten Schmidt, Bruce Law, both there to capitalise if anything happens to these guys. NRP is absolutely checked out at the front. He's running away with the lead in this one. Really has got it nailed down around here at Imola. That Audi's absolutely flying. Hilatsa having to defend here from Thorsten Schmidt and the inside of the hairpin. Thorsten Schmidt had to think about it. In the end, couldn't make it stick, but he's going to have a run on him coming down towards this left-hander. It's very easy to get a slow-down penalty on the exit of this corner if you don't get it exactly within the white lines. But it looks like Thorsten Schmidt's up the inside of Hilatsa, up into second place. Is Bruce Law going to try and get his nose in and get involved in this action? Here we come, these three battling over second place. And we're just having a look here at the battle for 7th place. Seb coming under pressure now from Pipe. Pipe's in the slipstream. Can he make a move up the inside? He's going to have a look, but Seb's going to take a very defensive line coming into this corner. And he's going to have the position held for now, at least. Bruce Law's got his mirrors full of Halatsa here coming through the chicane. But looks like the Bentley there with some good traction coming out of the chicane and has the position at the moment. And I'm sure that Halatsa's going to be coming back at him at some point in this race. Nicky is about to come over the line to complete lap 3. Absolutely fantastic from Nicky. He's really got it nailed down in these first 3 laps here, and is getting the rewards for it. Brilliant job so far. Having a field day out there at the moment. And Thorsten Smith comes over. What's happened? What's happened to? Where's Bruce? Bruce and Matt Darn. What's happened to Bruce? So Thorsten Smith's still in 2nd, but Halatsa and Bruce must have collided because they're now down in 4th and 7th places respectively. And we see there Zippy Ramon losing the car there. That's going to allow Matt Darves to take 4th place. But Halatsa, what has happened there? Unbelievable. Halatsa and Bruce Law had a little bit of a collision, and we're just hearing a team radio that there was a collision between those two, which has put them both down through the pack. Very confusing situation here, but looks like Halatsa's going to come under pressure now from Matt Dars. Matt Dars had a look up the inside. He's going to go for a dive. No, thinks better of that. Do a little bit too far away from him to go for a move. Sebi is looking like he's got his mirrors full here of Bruce and Pipe. Bruce, obviously, with the collision or incident, that shall we say, has found himself further down the pack. He was challenging for 2nd place. He's now in 7th. So this will be a damage limitation race for Bruce. I'm absolutely certain. Disastrous race for him. It was looking good, but now not so good. He's going to look to the outside here as Seb as they come into the chicane, but he doesn't seem close enough. Seb holding his line, holding his nerve at the moment. Pipe in the background there, hoping to get involved in this action, but I don't think he's close enough. He's about 1.5 seconds off of Bruce at the minute, so it looks like he's not going to get involved in this at the moment, at least. Race leader Nicky is having his lead eaten into by our man in 2nd, Thorsten Smith. Thorsten Smith last time around went 1.1 seconds faster than our race leader. He is closing the gap. Nicky is not going to have this race to himself, as we're half distance here at Imola in this GT3 online lobby being hosted by the Rummies Racing community. Thank you everyone for watching on YouTube. This is obviously being uploaded after it's been recorded, and thank you very much for checking us out. If you want to join us, go to www.rummiesracing.co.uk. It looks like the rest Seb's coming under pressure here, and his Pipe going to look to the inside. He is, but Seb just about holding the position at the moment. Seb still holding on to 7th place. Bruce Law's cleared both of them. He's absolutely pissed off into the distance, and Pipe's gone onto the gravel. Pipe's going to lose the place to... Hold on. So Pipe, loses the place there. Pipe definitely lost the place to Bruce Law there in that moment, and Seb also losing bags of time. So collision there between those boys, halting their progress severely. It looks like NRP has responded to the charge of Thorsten Schmidt at the front. It's now 3 seconds the gap between the top two, but a little bit wide there from Thorsten Schmidt. I think he just about kept it within the white lines there. Maybe should have avoided the race director warning. As we head in towards the final hairpin, 3 seconds to gap. Halatsa holding 3rd place. He's 3 seconds up the road from Zippy Ramon. Pit lane Jamie's up into a top 10 spot. He's up into a top 9 spot even. Pit lane Jamie's got past Seb there. Seb in the wars a little bit. No, didn't see what happened, but Pit lane Jamie up a place. And next up for him will be DJ Phil, just a little bit up the road there. You can see DJ Phil in the foreground as they head up to the chicane. Is Seb going to go for a move? He's going to throw his car on the inside, but he's going to back out of that one. He knows that's not going to work. And Seb very sensibly bailing out of that at the last second. That was almost a very catastrophic incident there between those two. Back with our leaders. 2.7 seconds is the gap at the front. NRP has over Thorsten Schmidt. Last time around, they're pretty much matching each other for lap time. 46.2 for Nicky's, 46.1 for Thorsten Schmidt. Thorsten's going to have to get his foot down if he wants to win this race and get past Nicky for the win here. Looks like Nicky's doing a fantastically consistent job there at the front on the hard tyres. They're the correct tyres for this obviously with the track temperatures being the way they are, you really do need to go on the hard tyres for this one. Just having a look back, seeing what Bruce Law's up to. He's got past Matt Darves for P5. Bruce Law is up into P5. Good move from Bruce Law. I'm sure that was a good move. We missed it, but I reckon it was fantastic. And he's up into P5 as we come into left hand. Oh, he's got very, very wide, and Matt Darves might have a chance coming over the inside. Matt Darves is on his left hand side, but it looks like Bruce Law's going to out drag him coming down towards the left hander up the hill. And yes, he does. He has the position quite comfortably. And oh my goodness, we've got a battle here going on for 8th place. DJ Phil has got Pit Lane Jamie and Sebi all over the back of him. And there's contact between Seb and Pit Lane Jamie. Seb tags the back of Pit Lane Jamie coming out of the hairpin. And Pit Lane Jamie on the team radio saying, "You've got to give that place back, mate. That was outrageous." And Seb does so indeed. He is slowing down, flashes him by. Pit Lane Jamie will take that P9 back. But these guys are going to have to try and hunt down DJ Phil again. So DJ Phil doing a solid job on P8. They're going to have to hunt him down all over again here. Lots of work to do for these boys.
Work with me, don't fight me.
And Pit Lane Jamie saying on the radio there, "Work with me. We're a team. We're trying to get past DJ Phil here. Come on. Let's work as a team." The lead at the front, 1.6 seconds. Nicky actually was outpaced by 1.2 seconds by our man in second, Thorsten Smith. And he's definitely got his hands full if he wants to win this one. Nicky definitely is going to face some stiff competition from Thorsten. We're into the final 4 minutes here at Imola, and this is going to be a grandstand finish. I'm absolutely certain. Nicky a little bit of wobble there onto the grass, just about held it together, coming through the hairpin. It's all about nerves now. It's all about who wants it more as well as we come up the hill towards the left hand of turn 5. And we're just hearing on the team radio there from Nicky. He's on the soft tyres. Incredible. How has he managed to get these tyres to last this long in these conditions? He says on the team radio that those tyres are almost gone. So hats off to Nicky for getting this far in the lead, but it looks like Thorsten may have a chance now. We've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this race. I reckon we're going to do 2 more laps at this rate, but we're going to keep an eye on these guys as it unfolds. In the meantime, it looks like Pit Lane Jamie's being closed in on again by Seb, but these guys both closing in on DJ Phil for 8th place. So this is going to be an absolutely fascinating finish between these guys for 8th place. Race is on. This is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Keep your eyes on these guys, because this one's going down to the flag, everybody. Gap at the front, 1.3 seconds. Nicky exits the final turn, 1.2 now. Look at that, look at that. Thorsten Smith visibly closing on him, but he has got a race director warning. Thorsten with a race director warning, so he will have to slow down just a little bit here on the main straight as he comes over the line to complete lap 7. He's in the slipstream though, so he may just take the penalty and see if he can pass him on the track. 2 laps to go here at Imola, and the nerves are going to be setting in for Nicky now, because he knows he has to stay in front of Thorsten. And it looks like Thorsten's race director warning may have subsided, possibly. So it looks like he is out of the woods now. These guys racing for position, racing for the victory here at Imola. This is going to be a fascinating finish, I tell you that. Nicky, obviously a regular in our Robbins Racing League, has actually finished on the podium in the GT3 Championship. Has won races in the GT4 Ginetta GT5 Super Cup on Friday nights, and really has been one of the class acts in the latter stages of the year. Fantastic addition. Really has thrown it out of the park in recent races. Currently the gap is a second between himself and Thorsten Smith. Thorsten is first time actually tonight racing in the Robbins Racing community. I don't believe he's involved in our leagues, but he's a hell of a driver. Got such good pace in these GT3 cars, and is really not letting Nicky off the hook at the moment. He was actually 8 tenths faster on the previous lap, but this time round I think Nicky has pretty much matched him so far as we come into the chicane to almost complete lap 8 now. And Thorsten a little bit wide there, just running onto the artificial grass very, very slightly, which is going to allow Nicky to a little bit of breathing space, a chance to pull away just a tad. As we come into the final hairpin, we've got just over a lap to go here in this sprint race here at Imola. And Hilatsa, I just got to say, big shout out to Hilatsa for maintaining the gap to the leaders. I've seen that's been at 12 seconds for the last few laps, and it's actually under 12 seconds at the minute. So Hilatsa, hats off. If you had been in a position where you could have challenged, it might have been a different race, but nevertheless we come over the line to complete lap 8. Nicky is on the last lap of the race. Can he hold on ahead of Thorsten Schmidt for the victory here? It's going to be a close one. We're just hearing a team radio from Pit Lane Jamie complaining about the conduct of DJ Phil. DJ Phil's lost the car, so Pit Lane Jamie up into P 8th, and Sebi looks like he might get that position off DJ Phil as well. Yes, he does. Seb is up into P9 ahead of DJ Phil. Back with our leaders, and Thorsten Smith's made a mistake. Thorsten Smith has made a mistake in the first sector, so Nicky, it's got a 2-second lead coming through the hairpin. All he's got to do is bring the car home in this last half a lap here, and he will take the victory here at Imola. Just having a look here at the battle for 8th place, it looks like Seb is possibly closing in on pit lane Jamie, but it might be too late. Oh, he's gone very wide onto the gravel. I think that's over. The battle's over. So Nicky coming through the last few turns now on the final lap of the race. He's driven a fantastic race, has led from start to finish in this one, and hats off to him. He's survived the pressure. Thorsten Smith was really on him for a number of laps in this race, but Nicky has risen to the occasion and honestly just absorbed all of the pressure that he's been put under in this race. I want to say a massive congratulations to our man from Silverstone as he comes through the last few turns. This should be race 1 for him as he comes into the last hairpin now. Driving the Audi. Didn't think he can make this car work the way he has, but he's really done a phenomenal job as he exits the last turn now. Nicky Rene Patterson onto the pit straight. He's going to take the victory here at Imola in the GT3s in this Rubbings Racing community event. Well done, Nicky. Fantastic job. Great driving. Thorsten Smith's going to come over the line in 2nd place. DJ Phil moving over to let those guys lap them at the last moment there. We got Halatza who's going to come over the line to take our final podium spot in 3rd place. Nice driving there from Halatza. Well done. Good for you for sticking with it. Zippy Ramon is going to hold on for 4th, just ahead of Bruce Law. Bruce Law homing him in those last few laps, just about. He's going to hold on ahead of Bruce Law. Matt Darves is going to come around the final turn now in 6th place. Unfortunate for Matt. He seemed to be putting his car in the right places, seems to be getting involved in a few battles, had the pace, but ultimately the consistency was not there. Pipe is... Oh, is he going to... Oh no, hold on. Wait, is that for position? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's a lap car. So Pipe's going to come over the line in 7th. Pit lane Jamie is going to come around in 8th, just exiting the final turn now onto the curb a little bit. He's going to hold it together. Here he comes, pit lane Jamie in 8th place. Sebi is going to come out of the last turn now. Seb, one of our broadcasting team on Rubbings Racing, member of our team, fantastic guy to have on board. Actually fantastic at editing, brilliant at designs. So great to have Seb driving with us today. And he's going to come over the line in 9th place. Then we got Max coming over the line in 10th. He's going to hold on for that top 10 spot just about ahead of DJ Phil. Here he comes over the line. Good driving from both of those boys. And it looks like Valix is going to come over the line in last place. Thank you guys for listening and for watching and for driving. And if you want to get involved in Rubbings Racing, go to www.rubbingsracing.co.uk